Alright folks, welcome to Fishing Lake Country. Nope, this is not milk. It's plastisol. I buy it in 5-gallon buckets. And the jug I was using started leaking. It was a half-gallon milk jug, y'all remember. And it started leaking. So I got a brand new bucket I'm getting ready to open. But here we go today. We're going to make some Bream color, what I'm calling Bream color crickets, okay? That's 1 cup of plastisol. Hit the on the door. I start off, guys, I'm running for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Then I'll come back and check it. I'll have to add more time. There we go. I'm gonna holler at you when she's hot. I stir it in between. I put it back in. If it needs 15-20 seconds, I kind of adjust it and just think about it and guess it. You're better off to put it back in a couple times. You are to burn your plastic. You want to heat it to 350. If you heat it past 350, it's okay. But you don't want to break 400, that area, you can burn it. I've burned it about 3 times. They call it a muffin top because it turns brown. Looks like a burnt biscuit. Okay, guys. I took it out at that 230 and it was 300. I stirred it and put it back in for 45 seconds. And took it out right now. It's 354, which is perfect. You got to break 350. Okay? If you doesn't, guys, it won't set up. It'll be gummy. Alright? There's somebody's thinking, why you got to do that? It'll be gummy. Now, I got a recipe book, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Alright. I got a recipe book. It's called a Betty Crocker Gilmer recipe book. Woo! I write my recipes down. Okay? I needed 15 drops of green pumpkin. Okay, I got a box here I keep all my coloring in. You just keep it up on the shelf here. I switched to a box over here behind y'all. Don't look. So don't look, Ethel, get a free shot. Y'all remember that one? Some of y'all young guys gonna like, what? There's a song. They called him the Streak. Alright, ready? One more. Okay. 2 drops of black. 15 drops of green pumpkin to a cup. Now guys, it depends on what quality dye you have, what company it is, whatever. It could change it. Paint's the same way. Y'all know I paint. People ask me all the time what brand do I use. I use a few different brands, and I ask the customer for the first thing I do is what brand do you want? If the customer says I want a certain brand, that's what I put in their house, because I don't want them to come back and say, well, he used some paint and it wasn't no good. You use what the customer wants. The customer says you pick it, you're the painter, then I use what I want to use. Alright? I use a couple brands, but I'm not going to get into that. What brand's better than the other one? They're all good. They're all good. Just don't buy the cheap stuff. Okay? Like anything else, you get what you pay for. Alright? Now, see there, I gave you all a tip right there. If you're painting your house outside, don't buy cheap paint. If you're not spending over $40 a gallon, you're not getting anything, guys. Okay, most of the stuff I use sickens a lot on stains and stuff, and it runs around 45, 48. That's a good product. But I'm not advertising for anybody. I'm just sharing that with you. Use good quality paint if you're painting anything. You'll get a better paint job. It'll look better. And it's gonna last longer. All right, that was free. Okay, black. Not gonna charge y'all for that information. So I put a lot of it on, guys. That's what I've been doing the last 2 weeks, painting a gray big garage. Blue, 015 is what I'm using. But when I say 015, that's the size, okay? Alright. This is how I make the Bream color, guys. Now when y'all look at a sun perch, red, usually I put all this in a cup and just dump it in. Y'all see me dump it all in. I didn't do it this time on purpose, because I had people ask me, gold? What color? You know, how I do it? That's how I do it. I usually measure all that ahead of time in this big spoon here. This is what 1 tablespoon. I put it all in here. Then when I get to this part, I just go on. Y'all getting to see it this time. So this is, I call this Bream, and the reason I call it Bream green is you look at any kind of sunflower, a flower, redbreast, whatever. They have orange on their bellies. Around their faces, goldish, and there's yellows. They have a green color on their back, right? So when you're making green pumpkin, what are you imitating? See there? Isn't that pretty? When you're imitating, I think, a brim. What else in the water has all that into it? Now all this color. Now a lot of people, I gotta heat this back up, guys. It's getting thick on me. I can tell. Let's give it about. I'm gonna give it about 20 seconds. And then we'll let it run, which I usually don't do that because we're gonna shoot it as soon as it comes out. What else in the water is dark? You know, like that. There's some other critters, lizards and stuff, whatever. But to me, personally, I'm trying to imitate a sunfish. And a sunfish is a greenish brown to black. If you look at his back, it's black. So, to me, that's what you're imitating. That's why I'm putting these colors in it. And you're going to see in the video that you're going to watch behind this that it works. I even I done the video this morning, guys. This is the evening I'm doing this pour to catch part. I told y'all I started doing that now. Now I've started fishing with the color and then make the pour to catch. I made pour to catches to a lot of baits, guys, and I never use them. One day I made like 6 as I filmed myself making all these baits. And then they just sit on my laptop and I threw them, deleted them finally. Threw them away. That's what I done, I deleted them. Alright guys, she's way too cold. She's 280. Okay folks, I heated her back up. She's at 350. I stirred a little bit, let it cool. I waited a couple minutes before I even cut the camera on, guys. Give it cool. 325 is about what you want to be at when you shoot. Okay, there's a bug. There's a bug. Oops, a little bit squirted out. That's why you gotta be careful. Y'all see that? And hotter it is, that happens too, guys. Around 325, it's better. If you get it too hot, you get some of that. When you take it off the mold, you get a little pressure on it, it'll leak a little bit on it. It'll happen anyway, but to make me, the hotter it is, it happens. Now, guys, while this is cooling, I want y'all to think about something. While you're waiting for this to cool, it's gonna take about 5 minutes before I'm gonna open it. Tell me, I don't want that set up on me. I'm sorry. I grabbed that, thought I might have just a little bit of liquid left in it, but I don't. She sank down there a little bit on me. I put this in the microwave, and then what I do, guys, and while I'm waiting for this to cool for 5 minutes, about 2 minutes in, I'll hit 20 seconds. Then when I start to open molds, I'll hit 20 seconds. That way I can pull that out and shoot again in a minute. That doing a lot of microwave time, okay? Y'all put down in the comments, what do you think that the green pumpkin, I call it Bream on the website, what do you think that color represents? We've been using green pumpkin for years. We use it in bass baits. It's one of the best colors on the market, green pumpkin black flake. You can't beat it. The reason I started putting all this color in, like I said, I bought this bait one time. I don't remember the brand. It was green pumpkin. It had all these red and green and gold in it. Man, I caught a bunch of bass on them. And I haven't seen the color since. And I think I bought them at a boat show. But man, that bait really worked good. And that's been in my mind. This was like 5 years ago. That's been in my mind ever since. And when I started making baits, I thought, I'm going to buy me a crawl bait. I'm going to buy some bass stuff. I got a finesse worm. And I got a drop shot worm. And y'all see my swim baits. But I'm going to get a crawl bait, a couple other things for bass too. And this is definitely one of the colors I'm going to make and stuff. But I thought, let's try that color in this cricket. Bam. Okay, guys, let's open this bug first. Bam. There's the bug. All right, isn't that pretty? All right, and I hang these on the wall behind me, guys. I'll take one and hang them up in a minute. I found that's the best way to do with these crickets. Here's the star of the show. This is the one we made the video about. Get up here. All right, and guys, when you grab one of these baits and you spin it, see how them colors come forth? See that green flickering, that red, and that gold a little bit? Isn't that beautiful? I'm telling you, those extra colors really, really help this cricket. All right? Really help it in that green pumpkin. See, to me, that's why I'm saying it's a Bream. Okay? Because the Bream has green on his back. See that green flickering? And that blue? And that gold flickers once in a while, and they have that goldish greenish tint to them. Guys, if you've seen it, you're going to see in this video, this color works fine. Okay? And somebody made a comment they couldn't find my email. And listen, look under the video. What's this show more? Click right there. Down underneath there, it's a bunch of stuff, what I'm using, all about my boat and different things, whatever. At the bottom down there, it's an email. Blue Bass, B-A-S-S. It's not Blue Bass. If you're reading it Blue Bass, then You're reading it wrong. It's blue base. 1954. That's my email. 1954 stands for my son and I had a 1954 two-door Buick. We bought it, fixed it up, drove it around here for years. It was really nice. When he was in college, he decided we wanted to sell it, so we sold it, okay? And the reason it's bass, I played in a bluegrass band for years. He still does. He plays with the Virginia Commonwealth Bluegrass Band out of Richmond, Virginia. He travels and plays with them, and he lives up that way, okay? So that's why it's bass, all right? And he plays the mandolin with them. If y'all guys from Virginia, if you ever in that area or hear about them playing, they play the breweries and different stuff like that. You know how that is today. People are playing that kind of stuff. If you see their name somewhere and want to see a good show, they're very good, very good. He plays the mandolin with them. He's very good on the mandolin. He's won the Virginia State Championship on that, and the guitar. He's been second in the state on the banjo. So he's a good little musician. Y'all check the show out. The whole band is very good. They're very good. All right, guys, appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I caught some nice fish in this video. Like I said, I made it this morning. Make the portacast this evening. Caught one real nice one at the end. You got to stay to the end now. The last fish of the day was a good one. All right, guys, appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video. See y'all in the outro. I mean the river end. I want to show y'all here in a minute why we call it the river end. It's not very wide. You can see across right there. All right, that's a good start. That's a good one. Let's see what he is. I still got my new board out here, a new box. Y'all have heard all about that. He's almost 12, guys. Bam, that's a good one. All right. Now, throwing a Bream color. I call this Bream. Okay, guys, this color. Just a green pumpkin. Got a few different color flakes in it. I had a couple people ask me for green pumpkin. They said, Dennis, you got a lot of colors. And I said, well, I'm trying to make different colors, things that you don't find everywhere. All right, look at the water temperature right here, guys, in the left corner, right underneath 11 feet. 69.77. Yep, it's 8:30 in the morning. Guys, this is July. And I'm about 2-3 miles from the North Carolina line, so I'm in Southern Virginia. It's the end of the river. Y'all hear me say this all the time, but let the water out of Kerr Lake, which is above us, it's only about 4 miles maybe, guys, to Kerr Lake from here. And the water comes out of the bottom of the dam. They've been letting a lot of water out the last couple of days because we were supposed to get a big rain yesterday, and we got rain, but I don't quite got as much as they was expecting. What year y'all think that boat is? I know it's a long ways for y'all. It's a Larson, I think. Got a 40 Johnson on it. I mean, it have to be from the 60s. It's got a fin on it like a 55 Chevrolet. See, it comes back. I don't know if y'all can say it or not. Happy 50s, 60s. All right, guys. I hope this is a crappie. Nope, it's not a crappie. He don't break my line. I done been a long ways. I'm gonna have to net him, get him here. I done been about 5-6 docks, guys, just looking. Found a couple fish from another dock. They were way back under the boat slip. Some people put their trash, you know, the brush, in the boat slip because it's the easiest place to put it. They put it at the front of the boat slip. And he done keeps on taking drag. I seen these couple fish here, and all these bass boats running up there hunting after bass. All right. And I'll tell you guys, I've said this before. These the bass like these crickets, and they make it. That's a nice bass too, guys. They love to have him. Some of these guys are fishing a tournament, I know. And I've seen a couple we call sponsor boats. But some of them probably like to have him with a couple 4 or 5 pounders. You'd have a nice bag. There's a couple fish under this dock. That's why I stopped and threw at it. But it's been a long ways. That's why I caught the crappie. It's probably been 1, 2, 4 docks. That's what I'm doing, guys. This is the first time this year I've been in this area. Very first time. On the same dock, guys. I hope this is a crappie. I ain't got to see him yet. He's fighting like a crappie. Yes, it is. Now, that's why I stayed here. Bass like this dock's a good chance crappie's gonna like it too. Now I stayed here, didn't even see this fish. Just casting around. I threw back in the boat slip, and he's got a, I can't tell, I think it's a Crestliner aluminum boat hanging there. Got it covered, so I really can't tell what the writing is on the side of it. But I figured, man, you know, if I own this boat slip and I got a bass boat or whatever, you fish for crappie, whatever out of it, that's a nice crappie. I'd be putting some trash down. I haven't seen any trash yet. But that's what this one is, guys. And my new board, as I said earlier, Lake Country baseboard. Somebody made a comment when I made the video. All right, guys, this is 12, that goes to 14. He's 13 inches. Somebody made a comment on the video I put out, making that box, guys. If y'all want one, I got a video how I made it. I'll show you how I made it. It's easy to make. If you got a skill saw, you can make it. All you gotta have is a skill saw. All right, guys. I think I got another one. Yeah, I do. I seen 2 fish on this corner just now. I'm still at the same dock. Like I said, if you catch a fish off a dock, fish it for a little bit. If you don't have a live scope, go ahead and fish it and cast around on it. This one came from a totally different area on the dock. The first one came from the boat slip. Get y'all's, let me loosen the hits a little bit and get y'all heads down here a little bit. The microphone kind of holds it up some, guys. Holds it up in the air of my camera. The first one came out of that boat slip. This one came out this corner. I've been throwing over there, then I've been throwing in the middle. Now guys, I haven't been here that long. I've made about 6 or 8 casts. And I thought, now let's try under this corner. But it took me 2 or 3 casts to get under there. Guys, it's only about 6-inch clearance. I kept hitting the front of the dock, so I tore my jig, so I had to put a new cricket on. That's a nice one too. That was the first cast with the new cricket. Went right up beneath there and bam, he hit it. He's right at 12 inches. So that's what I like about that board, guys. It's so just not easy to check a fish. And you know, I don't keep them. A lot of y'all guys want to keep them, that's fine. It'll make it faster for you to check them if you want to keep them. All right, guys. Here's what I'm seeing. This is where that fish, let me bring it down one. This is where that fish come from. See, that's all I've seen right there. I don't see a fish. That might be a fish right there. See something move right there? Right there. There's a fish right there. So I'm gonna throw back again. That's where I threw. That's where that fish just came from my cot. Now I'm gonna shoot toward the boat slip. Look, see that right there in the boat slip? See how see how getting a little orange to it once in a while? If you watch, you see it's moving. That's where the other crappie come from. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for in this river end. I've got to really stop and look. But what I'm showing you now is I'm going around through the dock. The bass came right here. And they're not there now. It was 3 there when I pulled up there. That's on that end. And that's where the bass came from. But it's a little piece of trash right there. It's probably a stump. They left so many stumps in this lake, guys. They're everywhere, I'm telling you. This bank down through right there where I just came from, there's a tree in the water. There was nothing on it. There's 2 or 3 stumps down through there. And I checked the stumps even this time of year because the water's 69. They'll be shallow. It's 69 degrees, shoot. They're not going to be real deep, are they? All right, guys, y'all can tell by the noise I'm at the bridge. This is what the column looks like under the water. Little piece of trash there. And what I'm going to do, I just seen a fish. Right there. See that bright spot right there? That's a fish. See it there? There's 2 fish right there. I'm going to check these columns. Like these 2 fish right there I'll throw at. They're on the left side of the column. And I'll go on. Okay? Here's a piece of trash right here. Look. There's fish underneath there too. That's out away from the bridge. Okay. Again, that's where live scope can help you. Sometimes you find something you didn't even know about. I didn't even know about that tree. Well, this ain't a crappie. This ain't a crappie. Now I was telling y'all about some stumps. And I said I was gonna fish some stumps after a while. I stopped at that interstate bridge. Showed y'all what it looked like. There's a few fish there. Most of them are sun perch. He's a little bass. But I'm gonna show you what this stump looks like under the water. Now look. I don't know if y'all can see them not. See the dark spots in the water? That's what the white pole's marking. There's a dark spot there. There's 1, 2, 3 stumps. Here's what they look like under the water. What do you think of that? I'm just trying to give you the best shot I can give you. And you can see right here, it's 20 foot right here. So it's 15 foot right here. Comes a fish. Oh boy, look at the fish coming around them right there. Around the stump. Them are probably bass, aren't they? But I've caught crappie off these stumps, and there's about 4 or 5 more up here in front of me. And that's what I do a lot of times, fish the stumps. And see, that's why I fish the stumps. See there, see what's this 15 foot? See, it's stumps. This lake's full of them like that, and it's right on a drop. You see, it's nothing up here. Stumps right on that drop. And I've caught crappie off of them many a times. I think some of these fish right here you're seeing now, some of them might be sun perch. There are some perch here, and as you've seen, there's small bass here, and there are some decent fish just came around there. All right. Now, we might have finally got a crappie here, guys. That is a crappie. I told you. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? I've been watching Carol Burnett too much, ain't I? I watched the old Carol Burnett show, guys. It's hilarious. Her with Mama, the scene with Mama, oh, it's hilarious. Yeah. She said, are you surprised? Are you surprised? But something else, I can't remember what's going on now, but it was funny. It's funny. If y'all like Carol Burnett show or not, that's a nice little crappie there, guys. He's 10. Just kind of get an idea what it is. He's 10. All right. Yeah, I said this before, and somebody else said, yeah, I'm the same way, Dennis. I watch The Rifleman. I like The Rifleman, and they've been doing this thing, episode, The Legend of Wyatt Earp. If y'all seen that, I done watched that for off and on for a couple of weeks in the evenings while I'm editing. I'll have the computer in my lap, editing, watching that. Let's hope this is a crappie. He's fighting good. Oh, it is. He's fighting hard too. All right, guys, I made that. It didn't happen that fast to y'all. This seemed like a second. It's been about 5 casts. The wind's gotten up so bad. Y'all can see the water chopping. I just think about going home, to be honest with you. And I thought, no, I'm going to pull out at least 2 or 3 more fish so I can make this video. All right? So I can make this video. Now, guys, these baits are on the channel, on the webpage. This is the Bream color. Somebody bought some last night. I sent an order out yesterday. I'm sorry. I sent an order out yesterday. I think it was Doug. I sent an order out. So Doug's watching this. He'll go like, I know what day he's fishing. This is the day after I mailed them to you, Doug. And they just came on. I put them on Wednesday. The new ones. My guys, he almost 12. See, them a nice crappie right there, guys. That's great eating size. That's great eating size. I'm not going to force any today. I got too much to do this evening. I ain't kept a crappie this year. Got another one, guys. I had another one, guys. Now look, I went to an orange head. There was no reason for that. I just went to an orange head. I broke the other one off on the dock. I hung with the dock back there. I thought, let's put an orange head on. Cricket, brim color, put a little orange on him. Perch has a little orange on the chest. I'm trying to imitate a brim color. So, but it's working. So it might have been a good idea. Y'all see it's working. Sometimes, guys, I don't think the head color makes that much difference. I really don't. I like chartreuse and yellow. Y'all know I use yellow a lot when I can find them. Yellow's hard to find. I don't know why, I just like yellow. It's almost a chartreuse, but it's a yellow. Bright yellow. And sunshine yellow. And I use black. I use plain old black. White's probably my least liked color. But I think if you're throwing a shad color or something like that, white's fine. But I use black sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with plain. I buy plain ones a lot. The hardest part here, guys, is getting this bug, cricket. I can say it. It's a cricket. It's getting it to fall down beside that stump. Y'all can see how much trash is there. And I want to fall down beside of it, and I can't see it most of the time. If it's falling against the stump, it's blending in with the stump, and I can't see it. That's something about a live scope too, guys. If your bait's falling beside a post or beside a stump, and the big old stump, it blends in with the stump. It's green as the stump's green. So you really can't see it. All right? I've never seen that fish a bit. I miss casting over there. Basically, I'm not actually even using the live scope besides I can look at the live scope and see where the stump is. under the water. That helps me. All right, guys, there's the other stump. You can see it's 20 foot deep. Yeah, you see it's a couple fish right on top, but I think they're brim. I think they're brim. You can see the roots going out from the stump, can't you? All right, and if I get in the right position, you can see the top of the stump. You can see the old cut off where they cut it off, but I'm not in the right position. The wind's pushed me too much. There it comes, right here. Right there's the top of it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you go, guys. There's one to stop and end the video on. I'm back into the marina. Y'all can hear the noise. People swimming. There's boats everywhere. I'm in that no wake zone. You know the video I made about the no wake zone? Well, this is what I put in this morning. I'm back out of the river and I thought, well, my way back in, I'm going to stop and check. Y'all see what I caught him on too. Oh, did I mention, guys, in this video that this is a porta catch? Huh? Did I mention this is a porta catch? This is a porta catch, guys. Look here. Look here. 15 inches. Bam! All right, guys. I took a picture of it on my phone. Okay, folks. The brim cricket. All right, guys. I told y'all I fish stumps a lot in the summertime. And they're in deep water, guys. And we have plenty of stumps here. You just got to find them. The livescope will help you find them. You can find them on the side view and stuff. Side finder stuff too, okay? If that's all you got. When you see that clump of mess, fishing. They hold fish, you just got to find where the crappie are. That real big stump I showed you, usually I catch them there, they wasn't there this time. They was on some other stumps. They was on the stumps on that fall. You know, it fell from 15 to 20. You just got to find them sometimes. You got to cover some ground. There wasn't any fish on the bridge. Usually the bridge has a lot on it. There was a couple there. They wasn't interested, I go on, okay? I don't fool with them. They won't hit me 2 or 3 casts or even farther, I go on, okay? When they're running water, have current, you got to find them. They were on some of those docks. I caught some of them off those docks. They was on those docks and they was in that shallow water. Because the water was cooler, because they've been pumping water, they were a little more active, okay? Then I came back down in the wake zone, bam, found that big one. I did catch a couple more after that, but they were small. That went on. They wasn't going to show it to you. Hey, after that big one, I ain't going to show you the little ones. Guys, this color worked great. You can see how clear our water was. Down there at the bridge where I caught that one, he was probably 18, 20 foot. But the water's almost 4 foot visibility. 4 foot deep, you can see the bottom, okay? So this works good in clear water, okay? And I think it represents a sunfish. Y'all put in the comments what you think. Appreciate you, guys. Can't say it enough. Thank the guys that are, thank each one of y'all that's ordering from the website. So maybe have already ordered these. People are commenting back on the ocean color also. You're saying, wow, that's a good color. You're catching fish on it. Somebody said they love the ocean color. Done worked really good on their lake. Guys, that's what it's all about. Trying to come up with colors that are catching fish and colors and baits that your fish haven't seen. That makes a huge difference when they haven't seen a cricket on your body of water and you put one in front of them. They will eat it. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Good luck to everybody. My name is Dennis. See you next time. Fishing Lake Country.